Hello students, welcome to math session. Dear students, in previous session you have learned about estimation, right? So in that estimation you learn how to estimate by rounding off to nearest tens, nearest hundreds and nearest thousands. Still, I think you have some doubts regarding how to round off while adding or subtracting or multiplying if there were a different digits, right? So regarding that one I will clarify you, and I think you have doubt, still you have the doubt where we are using this estimation or round off in our day-to-day life, right? So these are in real life situations how we use these estimations, I suppose, right? So in day before yesterday I given you the same homework, but only few 3-4 members only sent the answers. Still that's why I come to know some of you may have doubt regarding this estimation where we are using in our real life situations. About that I am going to clarify. Two things I will clarify. Okay. So first one, how to estimate if there were different digits in single in a same question or same problem. For example, if it is 461 plus 2758 plus 91. Okay, so here you can see this is one problem. It includes, here it is 3 digits, here it is 4 digit, and here it is 2 digit number, but we have to estimate by rounding off to nearest 10 or 1000 or 100. So if they ask it particularly round off to nearest 10, round off to 100, round off to nearest 1000, so we may estimate. But here different digits are there. They ask round off this one generally by using the general formula. At the time, what we have to do? We have to, here just look at 3 digits are there, right? So here we should round off it to nearest 100. This one we have to round off to nearest 1000. These 2 digits are there, only 2 digits are there. If they ask round off by using general rule, at that time we have to do this. Okay, if they ask particularly round off to nearest 100, round off to nearest 10, at that time we should do like that only. How they ask, like that we have to round off. Okay, so here it is 91. We should try and round off this one to nearest 10 group. Let us solve this one. Okay, so there are some rules while rounding of the numbers. Keep in your mind. Okay, so this is 3 digit group, means we can round off this one to 100, right? While rounding off to 100, we should keep the first one as a constant. For next we have to look after these next numbers. If this number is more than 50, so the one will add to this number, which is at the leftmost. We should keep constant. Next we should observe the next numbers, whatever it may be. Either it may be 3 digit, 4 digit or 2 digit, whatever it may be. Okay. If the next numbers are more than 5, more than 50, more than 500, so 500 to 999, 50 to 99, 5 to 9, like that we consider. If we consider, so 1 will add to this number, means this one will become the 5, means which considered to the next rounding of number. Next group, 100 group or 10 groups or 1000 groups. Okay, so if the next number is less than 5 or less than 50 or less than 500 or less than 5000, like that, what we have to do? We should keep this number same. All these numbers will consider as 0. We will write those as 0. So now 4 is as it is, 4 is there. 61 which is more than 50, right? That's why we should add 1 to this. Next it will become 5. It is 500. 461 lies between 400 and 500. Next plus. Next here it is 4 digits are there. In this what we have to do? We should keep first one as constant. Let us check this one. This 758 is more than 500. That's why 1 we are going to add to this. This will become 3. All the other digits will convert into 0. Understood, students? It is very easy. Next, plus 91. Okay, so 9 we are keeping like this. As I say, we consider only 1, which is less than 5, right? That's why 9 will remain as it is. 1 will convert into 0. Now we have to add. First, some of you, only 2-3 members, how you did? First you add all these numbers, after that you round it off. But we should not do like that. How we have to do? What is the rule? First we should round off. After that we should add it. Okay, 500 plus 3000 is 3500 plus 90 is 3500 and 90 is the right answer. Like this we have to do. Right? Okay, understood, students? How to round off? Okay. This one is clarified. Now let us come to the second point. What is the second point I said? Okay, I think you have doubt where we are using. So some of you may thinking, why we have to use these numbers? Why we have to round up? Why we have to estimate? What is the use of this in our day-to-day life? Right? So I'll clarify you. I'll give you some examples. Clarify with some examples. Okay. Your mommy every month before bringing a grocery, she will list some things, right? She will write rice 10 kg or jawar 5 kgs, wheat 5 kg. Okay. So in a 1 month, do we using 10 kg of rice every month? Same we are using? No. Every month the rate of those particular things are same? No. Every month it is varying. In our house also we are using different quantity of things in a 1 month or in a 1 week. But also how your mommy will list down? Estimation, by estimation, right? So we are 3 members or 4 members. 10 kg of rice is enough for 1 month. Or we are using rice more. That's why we need more rice. Means she will write down 15 kg, 20 kg. If some members in a family members numbers are more, we used to bring more grocery, right? So while preparing the chart, she will use, right? We are using. So and before going to shop to bring something, some items, or if we are going to market to purchase a vegetable, we take some particular amount by rounding off. Okay, for this week we may need a 500 rupees vegetables or 300 rupees vegetables, like that. Okay, if any festivals come next week, however next week festival is there, no? So this month budget will be more, expense will be more. Why? Because you are all preparing laddus, right? Yeah, that's why we need to expense more. That's why we need to plan, we need to spend some more amount by estimating. Okay, the estimation will help us, right? So, and one more thing, if we are planning to go visit some places in our vacation time, we are going for a tour or picnic. So that time before going we will plan. We all the members of our family will sit and we plan how long it is. How far away it is from our place. Okay, and how much petrol we need to travel from here to there. Okay, or bus fare. We may think of bus fare and all. So by estimating, we are so saving some amounts, right? There also we use. And while cooking also, if we are while cooking also, we estimate some quantity. Okay, if less members were there, usually we are in 4 members in our home. Okay, we every day we cook similar amount of rice or any food items. If suddenly any our relatives comes to our house, what we will do? We used to prepare more food. We should add some more. If any 1 or 2 members comes, means little more we increase the amount. Okay, if any 5 to 10 members comes to our house, what we will do? We need extra. That time we don't cook for separately for 4 members. We are cooking. No, how your mommy is cooking? By estimating, she's adding some more vegetables, some more rice, some more sambar she will prepare, right? So that is also by estimation. Okay, like this in our life, in so many situations we used to do estimation. Understood, students? Okay, so whatever we learn in our mathematics, everything is helpful for us. And before solving, we should think of where we are using in our real life situations. That also we should keep in our mind, and we should apply what else you are learning in this class, what else you learned in this unit. You should apply clearly and correctly. Okay, students, it is end of our first unit, that is knowing our numbers. In the next session, I will start a new lesson. Okay, the next lesson I will start. Okay, students, thank you.